Alright, today's the day that I start. I'm gonna build my walls. So the plan is I'm not gonna go the full height all the way up to the ceiling. If you can see, it's just above the window where that trim is over there. So I'm just gonna go that high, and I don't want to use, I'm not gonna be putting the 2x4s like this against the wall. Here's the wall. I'm going to be putting it like this just to save space, because that's 2 inches on each side that I'm losing. So we'll go like that. And so I'm going to take these, they're like 1.5 by 1.5, 1x1s. Or I guess technically 2x2s, but they're shorter. So this is going to go right here. And then my studs will go like this. And then since my walls are curved, it's making it really tricky. So it's not going to be flat against the wall. It's just going to be screwed in right here and then screwed in up there. So yeah, let's get started. I gotta get some measurements, cut, and that's about it. Alright, so slight problem. All my studs are going to be a different length. Let me see. So I have all my floor pieces cut for both sides. And then I got my stud. Something just flew in here. I got my stud that goes right there. And then I'm going to have another 2x2 go right there. But because of how wonky the floor is, the other guy just didn't make it level. He just slapped down a plywood, which honestly I might have done the same. Every single stud is going to be different. So I did want to build the whole wall and then put it up, but that's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to screw everything down and build it slowly but surely upwards. So yeah, that's the plan. All right, so I'm back at it again. I took a little bit of a break because I had to put together our new table saw. So it's nice and fancy. It struggles a little bit to cut 2x4s, but it will do. And the reason that I need the table saw is because right here, in between the windows, a whole 2x4 doesn't fill up the gap, and 2 doesn't fit in there. So I need to cut a smaller piece to fit in here. So I'm just gonna rip that down to length or to width, and then the walls will go up really easy. I just gotta screw everything in. So let's get going. Alright, so all my studs are in. I've got the 2x2s on the top and the bottom, and then the 2x4 is just laying sideways. And it's a pain in the butt because all of these are different measurements. But I've got them butted up right to the windows, and I'm going to do a really cool thing with the windowsills. And yeah. So these were tricky since I couldn't fit 2 2x4s in there. I had to skim one down, and that's like 2-ish inches. So yeah. Now I've just got to go, I need to buy more 2x4s But now it's just time to frame in the windows. So we're gonna put wood right there and up top on all of them. And that'll also make our windows or my walls nice and secure. And I can hang just about anything on them. And then I still have to bolt them in. So there was like little rail things right here. And I'm pretty sure there's a piece of metal back there that I can screw into. So I need to grab some self-tappers as well. I'm just get really long ones and shove them in there. But yeah, that's that. Let's keep on going. I think that's in all the way. Now done one game. Yep. Alright, so we're getting pretty far along here. Our walls are completely up and installed. And it's pretty obvious what I did. Just a 2x2 down there, 2x2 on top, and then 2x4s for the studs. And you see I ripped a 2x4 down to size to fit in there. And it's just flush with the this inside lip. And then these screws actually just gripped into the drywall, the fiberglass. So it just sucked it right into the fiberglass. We didn't need to get anything special to do that. And now we're working on the bed. So we're gonna have this 2x6 goes up right up here, all the way across. Another 2x6 in the middle, and then a 2x4 in the back, just so it's a little bit smaller, so I have access to all of this, just a little bit easier access. And that's about it. I'm trying to finish up quickly because it's gonna start raining here soon, but that's what we got so far. All right, so we have the bed frame built. I'll show you what we did exactly. So for the legs, we took 2x4s and we cut it out in a notch so it looks like this. So this is the same as this. And then we just put a 2x6 right in here. And these are actually at an angle, so we just match the angle on the 2x6 to where the 2x4 is going. And then this is just some extra support to tie this into. Then a 2x4 going all the way across, all the way to the back, but not quite touching, just so it doesn't squeak. And same with this side. And then in the middle, we also have those 2x4s holding it in. And that going all the way across, excuse me. And then, or this is a 2x6, I'm sorry. This is a 2x4. And we did that just so I have a little bit more clearance to look in here and access my storage. And we didn't do anything too fancy. That's literally a 2x4 that we just screwed up into that 2x4. And so it holds it up, and there's not, oh yeah, and we also have these right here. And that holds that down nicely. So, that is literally all I needed to get done before I move on the 24th. And I don't know what today is. I got like a week or something. So, technically I'm good. What I'm confused about is running my wires. Doing all my wiring. I don't know exactly where I want everything to be. Or I don't know where to run my wires. And honestly, electronics and all that blows my mind, and I can't wrap my mind around it. So another thing I wanted to do was put walls up here and kind of cut off the bed area from the rest. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because that is losing space. I'm gonna lose 4 inches, so it's quite a bit, but I think it might be worth it having my own little area of solitude, I guess. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and Goodbye.